Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's King Sean here, back with another video. In today's video, I'll be bringing you guys my Week 3 previews for the Washington Commanders as they will be facing the Buffalo Bills tomorrow, 1 p.m. at home. Another sold-out game. Super excited to watch that game. Obviously, I'll give you guys my keys to victory, the injury report, and then at the end, my score prediction. So if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications, on the road to 3K subs. So if you could hit that sub button, I'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so starting with the injury report, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this because there's only one main guy out, and that is Logan Thomas. Obviously, suffered a concussion after that dirty hit by Kareem Jackson. He really should have gotten suspended for that. I don't know why he didn't, because back-to-back weeks where he's laid a dirty hit on the opposing team's player. I mean, that is terrible. For week 1, it was against the Raiders, Jakobi Meyers. Week 2, obviously, Logan Thomas. So he's going to be out this week with a concussion. Didn't practice all week, of course, but that's not really a surprise. Dirty hit. He really should have been suspended for that, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get fined. So that's that. Hopefully Logan Thomas can come back soon because he played solid against the Broncos. He only had 2 catches, but those 2 catches were pretty solid, as well as that touchdown catch where he actually took that cheap shot from Kareem Jackson. He held on to that ball. I could not believe it. I mean, that was a huge hit. That was a cheap shot, obviously. So shout outs to Logan Thomas there, putting his body on the line, and hopefully he can come back pretty soon. Cam Curl and Curtis Samuel, they had illnesses. I'm pretty sure Friday, but they will be good to go. Actually, it was reported this morning that they have been upgraded to, I'm pretty sure, unlisted, so they will be good to go for tomorrow, Sunday's game. And then Nick Gates had a knee injury for all week. Jartavius Smart, concussion. He didn't play last week, but he will be playing this week. He was full all week. Besides one day, he was a limited participant. Daron Payne suffered an ankle injury against the Broncos. He went off the field, I'm pretty sure, one play, but then came back and he played the rest of the game. He didn't practice on Wednesday, but he was a limited participant on Thursday and was a full participant on Friday. He will be playing. And Brian Robinson, he's been dealing with hip issue, and he will be playing tomorrow, Sunday. As for the Bills, everybody on the injury report you see right here playing. Terrell Bernard with a knee injury and quad injury. Spencer Brown, James Cook, personal reasons. Leonard Floyd, Micah Hyde, Dawson Knox, Jordan Phillips, and Tre'Davious White will all be playing. So that is the injury report. Wanted to knock that out first, and now on to my keys to victory. So as we all know, Josh Allen is a top 3 quarterback in this league, and some of the stuff he does, nobody else can do, which leads me to my first key to victory: contain Josh Allen. Last week against the Raiders, he was 31 for 37, 274 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. But when I mean contain him, I'm saying contain him on the ground. Now, last week, he didn't do much against the Raiders, 3 carries for 7 yards, but disregard that. Overall, Josh Allen, when he needs to take off, he'll take off. And we need to contain him in the pocket. We have to get pressure on him, but at the same time, contain him. We cannot let him get out of the pocket, use his legs, scramble, or get out of the pocket and throw a dime deep downfield to like Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Dalton Kincaid. No, we need to contain him in the pocket. If we can do that, we have a very good chance of winning this game. Last week against the Broncos, against Russell Wilson, he didn't do much when escaping out of the pocket and trying to find someone downfield, but he escaped out the pocket. At times, he scrambled for good gains, like 10+ yards a game. I'm pretty sure he had 9 carries for 56 yards. So we need to contain Josh Allen. We're not really great at stopping rushing quarterbacks, which is a problem. So we need to do better this week. We weren't great at stopping the Broncos' run attack at really much last week. We were better in the second half. In the first half, we were getting sliced and diced. We were getting cooked, and that's one of my keys to victory, starting fast, but I'll get to that later. But we need to contain Josh Allen in the pocket, and I have faith that we can. This defensive line is an absolute force. 10 sacks. They had 7 last week. First of all, our secondary, they've been covering very well. Yes, they let up big plays last week against Russell Wilson, but in the second half, they were covering very well. And we had some coverage sacks actually on Russell Wilson, which we don't get. We rarely get until this year. Now we're getting coverage sacks. We are, and that's because of our secondary. So shout out to the secondary. They've been balling out. But yeah, we got to contain Josh Allen, and we do that, we have a very, very, very good chance at winning this game. So that's my first key to victory. On to the next. My second key to victory is something that I have stated so far every single week. Even last year, I've stated a bunch of times in my preview last year. But start fast. Start fast. These past 2 games, week 1 against the Cardinals, we didn't start very fast in the first half, and last week against the Broncos especially, we started out trailing 21-3. That cannot happen against the Bills, because if we start off slow, they're gonna cook us for the rest of the game. It's not gonna be like the Broncos game where we're gonna come back and win like that. No, we're not always gonna start slow and then come back. Against teams like the Bills, we're going to have to start fast. We're going to have to start strong. We cannot start down 18 points down. So we need to start fast. We need to establish something. In my opinion, we got to establish that run game, because last week, Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, they looked good on the ground. We looked good as a unit on the ground last week. So I really liked how Eric Bieniemy used our running backs last week. Brian Robinson was looking like his old self, and Antonio Gibson was looking very, very solid as well. The Bills' run defense is really good. They allowed -2 rushing yards to Josh Jacobs last week, which is, I mean, obviously amazing. That's elite run defense. But I feel very, very, very confident in this offense establishing something early. Obviously, it's going to be raining tomorrow during the game, I'm pretty sure. A hurricane kind of in the DMV area. So I expect us to be running the ball a lot, but we have to establish that early on in the game. If we don't, we just need to find our identity, to be honest. And we passed the ball very, very well last week. But I feel like running the ball is what's best for us, especially in this game against the Bills, where it's going to be raining, it's going to be wet. So we got to run the ball more, and I feel like that could hurt them a lot, but benefit us a lot as well. And that gives us another good chance of winning the game. And I've been saying this all week, really making the argument that if we start off fast, we could make this a game, really, because I feel like my score prediction at the end, I don't think as of right, I'm kind of split right now with who's going to win. It's 50-50 right now. I feel I have the Bills winning right now, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we won. It just all comes down whether we start fast or not. If we start fast, we have a great chance. If we don't, we're probably going to lose. So that's just my take. We have to start fast, start strong, and then finish fast and finish strong, unlike last week when we gave up that Hail Mary. I mean, it was luck. It was really lucky, but we can't give up something like that ever again. So we got to start fast, start strong, finish fast, finish strong. That is my second key, and on to my third. My third key to victory is pretty simple. Limit big plays. Last week against the Broncos, multiple big plays in the first half, and that also ties in to starting off fast. Defense, we need you guys to start off fast, start off strong, and to limit big plays. Contain Josh Allen in the pocket, because if Russell Wilson could do that to our defense in the first half, just imagine what Josh Allen could do. Now, obviously, Josh Allen could be very clumsy. Obviously, week 1 against the Jets, 4 turnovers, 1 fumble, 3 interceptions, which was pretty bad. But man, if we have to limit those big plays, because first of all, Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 113 yards last week, a touchdown, one on a blow coverage, and then the other catch he had, a big catch he had, was on Emmanuel Forbes, obviously when he burned him. So can't have that at all from Emmanuel Forbes. Our entire secondary, really. Jack Del Rio, come on now. Can't have that blown coverage, man. We can't have that blown coverage, especially against the Bills wide receivers. They got Stephon Diggs, who's obviously top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. Gabe Davis, he's solid. And Khalil Shakir, I'm pretty sure he's also solid. And they have some other guys as well. They also have Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. So they got weapons. Their weapons are by far better than the Broncos' weapons. So we need to limit those big plays. If we can just keep everything for them underneath, just giving them the underneath stuff. Like, we cannot limit those big plays, really. We have to limit those big plays. We cannot give those big plays up at all. That Hail Mary, obviously, really lucky, but we just, the number one rule of Hail Marys is to never let anybody get behind you. Never. and we should have. I don't know why our guys went for try to go for the pick there, try to catch the ball, just swat the ball down and then game over. Just swat it down and game over. So the Hail Mary was was our guys' fault, but it was really lucky. It was just a lucky play, but we gotta limit those big plays. I mean, there's just not much to say about this key. You just gotta limit big plays. I'm trying to think about some other keys. Obviously, contain Josh Allen in the pocket, start fast. Sam Howell was dicing the Broncos secondary up last week. I want to see that again this week. It is going to be raining, so we might see less of that. But as long as we can start fast, get a good rhythm going early on in the game, I have really good faith, really good confidence that we will win this game. Oh, offensive line. Offensive line needs to do way better this week. They've allowed 10 sacks in 2 weeks. That is 5 sacks per game. That is bad. 4 sacks last week against the Broncos. Now, all 4 of those sacks, I'm pretty sure was in the first half. They did better in the second half, but still can't allow 4 sacks and the pressures they allowed week 1 against the Cardinals and last week against the Broncos, especially with this Bills defensive line. Obviously, Von Miller isn't playing. If he was playing, hey, I pray for Sam Howell if he was playing, but he isn't. But they still got some really good guys on that line. They got Terrell Bernard, I'm pretty sure, Greg Rousseau, Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips. So they still got some good guys on that defensive line. So, yeah, offensive line, we just need better play from them. And that is about it. That's my final key. And now on to the score prediction. For the final score prediction, I do have us losing 27-24, but I am very split on this game right now. It's like 50-50, 51-49 favoring for the Bills. I do have the Bills winning right now, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we won. If everything I mentioned, if we do most of that stuff, most of the things I mentioned in this video, starting off fast, that includes finding a rhythm in the pass game or run game. Most likely in the run game, since it's going to be raining and stuff. Defense plays well, contains Josh Allen, stop the run game, limit big plays. I'm really confident. I am very confident. Like I said, another sold out crowd. First of all, it's gonna be alumni week. I'm pretty sure alumni homecoming week. So it's gonna be a fun time at FedEx Field again. I'll be watching it from home, but hey, whoever's going, I hope y'all have fun. But man, this is going to be a big game. This is where we actually see how this team competes against a playoff team, because obviously the Bills are a playoff team. Hopefully we win. I have confidence that we will win. But we will see. Really not much else to say. 27-24, I think the Bills will win, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we won this game. So that is all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave your predicts down in the comments below. On the road to 3K subs, like I said, if you guys are new, hit that sub button. I'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.